Y'all don't hate violence against women, and it shows. Hey y'all, welcome back to Tidbits with Day, where we break down political and cultural issues affecting women into bite-sized pieces. So, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic violence is probably the one topic, if I could choose one, that I know the absolute most about out of everything we will ever discuss on this channel. It happens to also be the issue closest and dearest to my heart in regards to women, children. While I was in graduate school, I worked for a domestic violence shelter as a shelter advocate. I served DV survivors and their children escaping abuse. In my final master's thesis, I wrote about the policy gaps in Ohio that allow for abusers to keep their firearms, leading to more DV homicides. After graduating, I worked for a family violence intervention nonprofit, where I was a DV legal advocate, working with DV survivors, assisting them in navigating the legal system. So, as you can see, and as I've laid out, I have quite a bit of experience in this area, and bringing awareness to this very important problem was part of the reason I wanted to start this YouTube channel to begin with. One thing that angers me the most is how little our society takes violence against women seriously. Everyone, if asked, would probably say yes. Violence against anyone is wrong. It's not right. It's a problem. But I'm a person that looks beyond what people say, and I look for what we do. And the action or lack thereof on this issue paints a very dark and sinister picture. People could truly care less about violence against women until that woman is dead. After all, a dead woman makes the perfect victim, right? It shows in the people we support and the music we listen to. The way we won't speak up about certain things, but about others we will. It's the small things in our society that we keep quiet on or brush under the rug that makes for the society that we live in, makes it safe for abusers and very, very dangerous for women. On Monday, September 29th of this year in New Jersey, two 17-year-old girls, Isabella Salas and Maria Niotis, were riding e-bikes down the road in their neighborhood when a truck purposefully ran into them, killing them both. The alleged suspect was identified as a 17-year-old boy who was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Neighbors identified the boy as someone who had been allegedly stalking Maria Niotis for months, parking outside her home, never leaving some nights. When reported to authorities and the school they both attended multiple times, all parties did absolutely nothing. Reports show that the boy allegedly has relatives who works for the sheriff's office for Union County, New Jersey, where the incident occurred. Approximately 1 in 3 women will experience stalking in their lifetime. About 80% of female victims were stalked by a current or former intimate partner or acquaintance. Stalking is a significant risk factor for intimate partner homicide. Stalking is one of the forms of violence against women that in our society, and even more in our legal system, we do not take seriously until the person is dead and the body is used as evidence admissible in court. Law enforcement will turn victims away, saying They're not currently hurting you, so we can't really do anything. What do you expect us to do? We can't stop them from just staring at you, from just watching you. That's not causing you harm. Not taking into consideration the psychological torture that puts a person through. As long as you're breathing, it's not really doing anything though, right? That's what our legal system tells us, and society backs them up more times than not. Everyone is always so sad and disheartened when a woman's life is taken, but we do absolutely nothing to prevent it. We continue to uphold and push for a patriarchal society that perpetuates violence and insists women are to be owned, consumed, and destroyed by violent men. These two young girls' lives were taken before they even got a chance to get started, all because law enforcement couldn't be bothered to intervene. Their lives meant absolutely nothing to them. And unfortunately, there are thousands of stories just like this one that has occurred across this country and globally just this year. I urge you, in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, get connected to organizations in your area working to support survivors of domestic violence. If you can, give your time, your money, your energy, your resources to these brave souls fighting an uphill battle. If we're going to end violence against women, it is going to take all of us. If you would like to learn more and educate yourself on this subject, this week I have 2 book suggestions, not just one, and they're both equally as important. First, pick up a copy of Violence in the Lives of Black Women, Battered, Black, and Blue by Carolyn M. West. Black women are 3 times more likely to experience intimate partner violence than our white counterparts. This issue hits home to the Black community just as much as racism. It is killing us just as much as white supremacy and racism. And if you learned anything on this channel, white supremacy, patriarchy, and capitalism are 3 heads of the same body. It's all the same. The second book I would like to recommend to you all. And in the world of DV advocacy, this specific book is as close to the Bible for this work as you can get. And the title is Why Does He Do That? Inside the Minds of Angry and Controlling Men by Lundy Bancroft. If you made it to the end, thank you all so much for sticking it out with me today. I know this topic is very heavy and very, very hard to digest. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel to join our community that we're building together in support of women's liberation. Like this video, comment your thoughts below, and share with your networks. I really, really believe if we get the word out there, we can see change. Every little bit of incremental change matters, and it starts with us. And remember, as always, stay curious, friends.